Game week 22 is almost over with one more game to play, but we are going to take a look at my transfer plans for game week 23 already. Take a good recap as how I've done already in game week 22, just to give a bit of background as to why I'm thinking of these transfers. So, without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys. I am on a mini red arrow, but I am praying that Cole Palmer comes through for me because I am one of those guys that just captain him. So, as it stands right now, I've got 42 points in game week 22 with Fabianski in goals, 2 points. Really was hoping for a bit more, but I mean, I was taking a bit of a gamble with him and playing one Crystal Palace Munoz in the defense there. He got 6 points, which I'm very happy for. Very disappointed in Nottingham Forest conceding twice, and Nico Williams not grabbing anything. Honestly, was like just trying to figure out which defensive player I should actually buy. Mikalenkovic's goal being ruled out. I saw it, and at that point, I was like, I thought it was given, and then I was like, oh man, I should have even gone for him. I didn't want to go for A now because, at that point it's just too much money. So I was like, you know what, let me just go for the cheap guy. So if it doesn't work, I'm not too much, I'm not beating myself up too much. It didn't work, still beating myself up. Robinson coming through for us again, even with a little bit of a bonus points as well. So really happy with that. And then Rogers not grabbing anything. Really thought that he would get something as opposed to Watkins, who I sold, gutted. But yeah, I knew Arsenal would concede, to be honest. Man, that's just like a whole nother discussion as it is. But my team, bro, my team. Cole Palmer still to play with the captaincy. Mo Salah doing what I actually expected him to do. I think the team is... Well, Mo Salah is just, I don't know. He's still Mo Salah, he's still performing, but he's just, the luck isn't there. I think that it will definitely come back soon. He's definitely not going to be blanking like this for a while. So I just expect him to actually score a lot more goals coming up. But we all knew that he was scoring at an unbelievable rate. So it was going to slow down eventually. So I'm really just riding it by captaining somebody else. So I'm hoping that it works out with Cole Palmer because I've got the vice captain on Salah if Cole Palmer doesn't actually play. Gibbs White coming through for me there with some extra points as a differential. 5 points, really happy there. Raul not happy at all. Was really hoping that he would come through and be the goal scorer at Leicester. I sold Watkins for him, so kind of gutted there that Watkins also got a bit of a return. And then Wood doing what Wood does. And then Isak as well, blanking there for the first time after consecutive goals, consecutive game weeks with goals as well. So yeah, that's the team and that's how it's done really. Let's take a look at the my bus team and see how I'm lined up as it stands. So let's just... Cool. So this is how I am lining up at the moment. I've decided to put Ray in goals, of course, because I've got Wolves, and then I'm gonna play Virgil van Dijk there. Of course, it's Ipswich at home. Wolves again with Gabriel there, and then I've got Nico Williams against Bournemouth. As much as the Habayai predict him to have a low score, I just prefer him over the options I've got. Like I've got Munoz there. Who's actually been on the run. It's got 2 clean sheets in a row. That's really great. So I'd say that the defense has got some form there. But I just feel like they're going to concede against Brentford. I think Brentford's been scoring goals. I think they won't... I think they'll definitely score a goal at Crystal Palace. The other thing is like, I prefer to play Munoz really over Williamson only because Munoz... he gets the Munoz really gets up there, and I think he has a high potential of really assisting a player as opposed to Nico Williams. He has more chances than Nico Williams. That's what I'm saying. Nico Williams does also get up there, but I just it's 50-50 between those two. Quite frankly, it's 50-50. Then in the midfield, I've got the captaincy on Salah. Right now, I don't think it's a debate because Salah's at home, and it could be a debate mainly because Salah isn't necessarily banging in the goals like he was. So yeah, and we still to see Cole Palmer, and I think the debate can change maybe if Cole Palmer performs, because we know how leaky City are themselves as well. But it's not just Cole Palmer we're talking about as well. It's also Isak, who's playing against Southampton but away. So I think that's a discussion maybe in the team selection video. Yeah, and then we've got Rogers against West Ham. I think that's going to be a good match. Gibbs against Bournemouth. My strike force, of course, Isak against Southampton. Raul against Man United, who I think can actually, get away with something, and then Wood, of course, against Bournemouth. So that's the team as it is right now. I've got one free transfer with 3.6 in the bank. So my thoughts right now, my first thought here is oh, this is tricky. Yeah, this is tricky. Hold on, just want to do something for you guys there. So just gonna make this disappear quickly. There we go, and I'll make this disappear. Sorry, there we go. Okay, cool, there we go. Ah, man, these things, come on, cat, come on. All right, cool. So my first transfer thought is Robinson for Alexandra. I've got the money to do it one time, free as well. Of course, this is for me looking ahead at Gameweek 24 in preparation. I am looking to only bring in a Liverpool asset right now, so it's Robinson's fixtures turn really right about now. I think right now he's going to play Man United, then he's going to play Newcastle and Nottingham Forest. So 2-3 tough fixtures, in all honesty. He is playing at home, but I just feel, of course, that Trent, without a doubt, is going to score way more points, and you can see over there as well. The Habaya has predicted Trent to score a lot more, especially in the double game week. My thing is, he could also double in Game Week 25, and I'm talking about Robinson. And that's a very small probability. I say that because it really depends a lot on the progress of Tottenham. And right now, I just don't see them beating Liverpool. I don't see them progressing far in the Europa League. So it's football. Anything can happen, and I think you should be prepared for anything. And that's where my second transfer thought comes in not wanting to take out my Fulham player, and that's actually taking out Sa and bringing in Luis Diaz. Now, Luis Diaz has been starting some games alongside Cody Gakpo as well. I think he's also been scoring. So I am actually happy to take the gamble. He's not necessarily the first pick when it comes to the best Liverpool assets to have for the double game week, but nonetheless, in terms of a midfield option, he's definitely above Jota just because of the uncertainty that Jota has. As in terms of Sa, for me, he just hasn't been the asset that I've hoped he would be. Been bringing him in. I think I lost that battle there. The decision between him and Eze. I think Eze would have been the better transfer in. So I went for the cheaper option and didn't pay off. So Luis Diaz being the more expensive option, only by 0.1 than Cody Gakpo. He's definitely somebody I have to consider. I have to consider him if I want to keep Robinson for the possible double that could happen. But going on to the possible double that could happen, it is very tempting for my third transfer thought being Raul out for Cody Gakpo. So as you know, Fulham could also double in 25 with Tottenham and Nottingham Forest. It's not necessarily the best, but either way, it's an extra game, So an extra game I would love to actually get, and that's what's just kind of holding me from actually making that transfer to Cody Gakpo, and that's also part of the reason why I brought in Raul. But you look at it right now, if they don't get that double, then it's actually looking quite good, to bring in Cody Gakpo, because he would be the person then with the extra fixture really in the next 3 game weeks. So If that really becomes the case, and I think we'll get an idea, not a confirmation, as to whether or not that double game could happen in Gaming 25. Um, then I think I'll be leaning a lot more towards bringing in Cody Gakpo, because I think the best assets for the game week, double game week, is of course a Mo Salah, is of course a Trent, and then a Cody Gakpo. So I already have Mo Salah, I have Virgil van Dijk, and I don't want to make a substitution to actually take him out. I think that's a luxury substitution. So I just need to add one more, and these are the three guys that I'm thinking of currently right now. Um, but yeah, you guys let me know. Please hit that like button and let me know what you think, and also subscribe if you are loving the content. I really, really would appreciate it on the road to 250, aiming for 500. Yeah, let me know what you think of my team, and who you think is the best captaincy for this game week. Otherwise, I'll check you guys later, but here's some content for you guys while you wait for my next video. Peace.